Big alert. Your soulmate just left their family in tears to come to you, they said, and no one else can. Listen closely with your heart, not just your ears. Because right now, as these words find you, something is unfolding in the unseen. Something so powerful, so life-altering, that your soul has been feeling the tremors of it long before your mind could make sense of any of it. Your soulmate. The one your spirit has whispered about in the quiet moments. The one whose energy you feel, even when you don't know where they are. They have just made a decision that will change both of your lives forever. They left. They walked away from a life that was familiar. From people who love them, yes, but who could not fully see the truth of their heart. They walked away from expectations, from obligations, from a story that no longer fit their soul. And as they stepped out of that world, tears fell. Tears from their family. Tears from their own eyes. Tears from a life that was ending so that a higher love could finally begin. And as they left, there was one sentence echoing in their heart: no one else can. No one else can take your place. No one else can hold their soul the way you do. No one else can reach the depths of their being the way your energy does. No one else can be home to them the way you are. Stay here with me. Don't rush. Don't click away in your mind. Because what is moving toward you right now is not ordinary. It is not casual. It is not temporary. It is a divine turning point in your love story. Your soulmate has chosen you. Not out of comfort. Not out of convenience. Not because it looks good on paper. They have chosen you because their soul knows, no one else can. Feel that for a moment. Breathe it in. Let that truth sink beyond your thoughts, beyond your fears, into the deepest chamber of your heart. Because this is not just about romance. This is about destiny finally stepping forward and saying, now. Imagine the nights before this decision. Your soulmate lying awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of two worlds on their chest. On one side, their family. History. Traditions. The familiar sound of voices they've heard since childhood. The expectations of, this is how life is supposed to be. On the other side, something much quieter, but infinitely stronger. You. Not even always your face. Sometimes just your voice in their mind. Sometimes just a feeling, a pull in their chest, a magnet in their heart turning in your direction no matter how hard they tried to point it elsewhere. They tried to be reasonable. They tried to stay. They tried to tell themselves, this is enough. This is fine. This is what I should want. But every time they forced themselves to fit into that life, something inside them cracked a little more. Every conversation that went against their true heart, their soul winced. Every time someone told them, forget about that person. You'll move on. You'll get over it. Their spirit whispered back, you don't understand. I can't. I won't. No one else can. They smiled when they were supposed to. They nodded. They played their role. But inside, your name, your energy, your presence. It kept returning like a tide that refused to recede. They would hear a song and feel you. They would smell a fragrance and be transported to the idea of you. They would look at the sky and feel that somewhere, somehow, you were looking at it too. And the more they tried to ignore that pull, the heavier their chest felt. The more suffocating their normal life became. Until one day, it wasn't just longing anymore. It wasn't just a dream. It turned into a decision. A terrifying, liberating, soul-guided decision. To leave. Not as an act of cruelty. Not as a rejection of love for their family. But as an act of fierce honesty toward themselves, and toward you. They knew staying would mean betraying their own heart. And your soul. And the connection that keeps whispering, lifetime after lifetime, no one else can. Picture the moment it finally happened. Voices raised. Tears streaming. People asking, how can you do this? Why are you walking away? Is it really worth it? Is that person really worth all this pain? Your soulmate's hands may have been trembling. Their lips quivering. Because they did not want to hurt anyone. But in their heart, a calm, unshakable truth stood tall. I have to go. I have to follow this. I have to follow them. Because no one else can take their place in my soul. Those words may never have been said aloud. But they were carved inside them like a vow. They looked into tear-filled eyes, knowing their choice would not be understood right away. They heard the guilt, the accusations, the heartbreak. But for once in their life, they refused to abandon their soul's truth. They chose you. And that is what's moving toward you right now. Not just a person. Not just a partner. But a soul who has proven, through action, not just words, how deep this love truly runs. They have walked through pain to get to you. They have walked through judgment to stand in front of you. They have walked through fear because their spirit knows. No one else can love me like they do. And no one else can be loved by me the way they can. Feel the energy of that devotion. This is not fantasy. This is not a game. This is soul-level commitment. And you, beautiful soul, are at the center of it. Right now, whether you see it or not, threads are being woven together. Travel plans. Conversations. Sudden decisions. Unexpected endings and beginnings. All of it is being orchestrated not by chance, not by coincidence, but by the invisible hands of divine timing. You have felt the build-up. The nights where your chest felt heavy for no clear reason. The random moments when you suddenly thought of them so strongly, it was like they were in the room. The dreams. The signs. The repeating numbers. The songs that show up exactly when your heart aches. Those were never random. Those were echoes of this exact moment. The moment when your soulmate finally says, I choose them. I choose us. I choose my truth. Even if it makes others cry. Even if it makes me cry. Because this love is bigger than my fear. And no one else can fill this space in my soul. Right now, as you listen, I want you to feel into the space around you. Close your eyes inwardly, even if they're physically open. And look with your heart. There is movement in your field. Shifts in your energy. Like footsteps in the distance, getting closer. That is your soulmate's energy walking toward you. They may be driving, flying, relocating, or simply taking the first brave emotional step of reaching out. But at an energetic level, they have already left where they were. They are already in motion. And this message has found you right now because your soul needs to prepare. Not by bracing in fear, but by opening in faith. Your soulmate did not leave everything behind for a half-hearted connection. They did not walk away from tears for a love that is unsure or lukewarm. They moved toward you because something in you calls them home. Your voice. Your laugh. Your wounds. Your dreams. Your patience. Your fire. Your softness. All of it together weaves a frequency so rare that their spirit cannot find it anywhere else on this planet. No one else can mirror them like you. No one else can challenge them like you. No one else can heal them simply by existing in their life the way you do. The universe knows that. Their soul knows that. And deep down, your soul knows that too. You might be asking right now, why me? Why would someone leave their entire life, their family, their comfort, for me? Am I really worth that? Listen carefully, yes. You are. You are worth being chosen. You are worth being fought for. You are worth being prioritized. You are worth someone crossing oceans, borders, and belief systems just to stand beside you. For too long, perhaps, you have been the one who loved more. The one who stayed. The one who understood. The one who waited. The one who compromised. The one who settled. But this connection? This chapter? It is different. Because now, someone is choosing you with the same intensity, or more, than you have ever chosen anyone. They are not half in. They are all in. They are not here to test the waters. They are here to submerge their whole being in this love. They didn't say, if it works, it works. They said, it has to. Because this is my person. No one else can be who they are to me. That's the energy moving toward you. And the universe is asking you now, can you receive it? Can you allow yourself to believe that you are this important to someone's soul? Can you release the narrative that love must always be difficult, one-sided, or unfulfilled? Because your soulmate has already risked everything for this. They have already taken the leap. Now it's your turn to open your arms, your mind, and your heart wide enough to let it in. Let's step into their heart for a moment. Feel what they feel. They're sitting somewhere right now, maybe in a room that doesn't yet feel like home, maybe in a car, maybe at a station, maybe on a plane, maybe simply alone with their thoughts. Around them? Boxes, bags, or just silence. Inside them? A storm and a sunrise at the same time. They can still hear the echoes of the last conversation with their family. The questions. The pleas. The, how can you walk away from us? And their heart aches. They love their family. They always will. But there was something their family could not understand, a love that doesn't fit into logic. A bond that cannot be compared. A connection that existed long before this lifetime. When they think of you, it's not just attraction. It's recognition. They see you in their mind's eye, and they feel an exhale that they cannot replicate with anyone else. They remember your words, or the imagined conversations they've had with you in their head. They remember the way your energy wraps around them, even from afar. They remember how, when everything felt confusing, thoughts of you brought clarity. You are their compass. That's why they left. Not because they were running away from something, but because they were running toward you. Toward the life that actually belongs to their soul. Toward the love that actually feels like truth. They said to themselves, maybe through tears, I can't stay just to keep others comfortable. I can't live a life that isn't really mine. I can't pretend I don't hear this calling anymore. No one else can be what they are to me. No one else can hold my future the way they do. No one else can sit in my heart where they sit. So they chose to follow that call. And each step they take brings them closer to your reality. You might feel their emotions without realizing it. Sudden waves of sadness or relief. Random moments where your chest feels heavy, and then suddenly, light. A strange urge to clean your space, to rearrange things, to get ready, even if you don't know what for. A sense that something is about to happen. That something is this shift. Their journey to you. In another realm, beyond time and space, your souls have already embraced. Already reunited. Already said to one another, we did it. We finally chose us fully. Now, your physical lives are catching up to that spiritual truth. You are about to witness with your own eyes what your heart has known for so long. Let yourself imagine it. Not as fantasy, but as a rehearsal of what your soul already remembers. You open your door. Or you walk into a familiar or unexpected place. You turn your head. And there they are. The air feels thick. Time slows. Every noise around you fades into the background. Their eyes lock with yours. In that moment, you don't just see a face. You see a story. You see the tears they left behind. You see the roads they traveled. You see the choices they had to make. You see the love that survived it all. Their gaze says, without a word, I'm here. I made it. I chose you. I couldn't stay there. I couldn't pretend they were you. Because no one else can be you. You may feel emotion flood your body, joy, shock, relief, even fear. Because the thing you quietly prayed for, is actually happening. They walk toward you. Every step feels like destiny reclaiming itself. When they stand in front of you, there may be a moment of pure silence. A moment where eyes speak more than any sentence could. Then a word. Your name. Their voice, trembling and strong at the same time, I'm sorry it took so long. Or, I couldn't stay away anymore. Or simply, I'm here. You feel something inside you click into place. A door open. a puzzle piece finally found. This is the moment your soul has been bracing for. The moment when all the signs, all the dreams, all the waiting makes sense. Now, understand this clearly: the tears their family shed, they are not curses on your love story. They are part of the cleansing. Those tears are the release of an old cycle. A life built on shoulds and musts, and this is how it's always been done. Your soulmate did not walk away lightly. They will carry their love for their family always. But this chapter of their journey required courage, the courage to disappoint others temporarily in order to honor their truth eternally. And over time, even those tears can transform. Their family may, one day, see the radiance in your soulmate's eyes when they are with you. They may feel the peace in their energy. They may sense the rightness of this connection. They may not understand right now. That's okay. What matters is that your soulmate finally understood this. Living a lie to keep others comfortable is a slow heartbreak. Living your truth, even through messy, uncomfortable beginnings, is real love. And you, my beautiful heart, are the embodiment of that truth for them. You are the one who awakened them. Not by lecturing. Not by forcing. But simply by being so authentically yourself that their soul couldn't stay asleep any longer. You showed them, even without trying, what real connection feels like. And once a soul tastes that, it can't go back to pretending. No one else can take your place in that awakening. No one else could have sparked that shift within them the way you did. That is why they're on their way to you now. Let's talk about you. Because while this message is about what your soulmate has done, it is equally about what you are being invited into. You are not a passive character in this story. You are not just the one being chosen. You are a co-creator of this destiny. You have been on your own journey. Maybe you have been healing from your own heartbreaks. Maybe you, too, have had to walk away from people or places that didn't fit your soul anymore. Maybe you have sat with loneliness, wondering if the universe forgot about you. But through all that, your heart refused to fully close. Even in your most tired moments, a small light stayed on inside you. A whisper that said, there has to be more. There has to be someone whose soul speaks my language. There has to be someone who looks at me and sees me. Not what I can offer. Not what I can fix. Not what I can sacrifice. But me. That whisper was not naive. It was prophetic. Because that someone is the soul who is walking away from everything else right now, to come to you. They said, in their own heart, no one else can understand me like they do. No one else can meet me at the depth I crave. No one else can hold my hand through this life the way they can. No one else can be my mirror, my anchor, my home the way they are. So now, you are being asked, can you allow yourself to be that? Can you allow yourself to be the one who no one else can replace, without shrinking, sabotaging, or running? Can you stop telling yourself that you are too much or not enough, and instead realize, you are exactly enough for the soul that is meant for you? You are the perfect fit for the heart that has chosen you. As they move toward you, something within you is also shifting. Old doubts rising, not to torment you, but to leave you. Thoughts like, what if this is too good to be true? What if they leave me like others did? What if I'm being foolish to hope? These are the ghosts of your past. They do not belong in the new home your heart is building with this person. You don't need to fight your doubts. Just notice them. Breathe. And gently remind yourself, if someone can leave their entire old life behind for me. If someone can walk through the fire of disappointment, judgment, and tears to stand by my side. If someone can say, no one else can be you, and prove it with their actions. Then maybe, just maybe, I am allowed to trust this. I am allowed to believe in this. I am allowed to receive this level of love. You are not foolish for wanting deep, soul-level love. You are faithful. You did not make this up. You felt what was real long before it showed up in front of you. Your heart has been in conversation with theirs in dreams, in meditation, in random moments of stillness. And now, reality is finally catching up. You will notice signs accelerating. Synchronicities stacking on top of each other like dominoes. You see their name more often. You hear songs about reunion, coming home, impossible love made possible. You notice repeating numbers when you think of them. You feel a tingling in your body at random, especially around your chest, your throat, your hands. The universe is not teasing you. It is confirming you. Every sign says, stay open. Stay soft. They are coming closer. The love that has always been yours is stepping into form. Your soulmate, in their own world, is receiving their own signs. They may see reminders of you everywhere. They may hear phrases like, follow your heart, unexpectedly. They may feel pushed by life, jobs ending, friendships shifting, circumstances changing, all to remove anything that could hold them back from being where they truly belong. This is not chaos. This is alignment. Two paths converging. Not by accident, but by design. There is something else you need to understand. This connection is not here just to make you feel good. It is here to evolve you. Together, you are not just two people in love. You are two souls with a shared mission. Perhaps that mission is to break generational patterns. To show your families, your communities, or even just yourselves what real, honoring love looks like. Perhaps that mission is to create something, a business, a project, a family, a movement, born from your combined strengths. Perhaps your mission is simply to hold each other through this life in such a truthful, unconditional way that everyone who encounters your energy feels a little more permission to be themselves. Whatever the specifics, this love is not small. It is big. It is disruptive. It is healing. That's why it triggered resistance. That's why there were tears. That's why it required sacrifice. Because it is not another ordinary relationship. It is a sacred union. And in sacred unions, comfort is not the priority. Truth is. Your soulmate chose truth. Chose you. And now you are being guided to stand beside them in that truth. When they finally speak to you, really speak, without guarding, without hiding, you will hear the depth of their journey in their words. They may tell you, I tried to forget you. I couldn't. I tried to stay. It felt like I was dying slowly. I tried to fit into the life that was laid out for me. But every part of me kept turning back to you. They may confess their fears, I was afraid of hurting them. I was afraid you would reject me when I finally came. I was afraid I had waited too long, that maybe you had moved on. And you will see it, the vulnerability. The rawness. The sincerity.